If luxury had an accent, this mansion would speak fluent Texas billionaire. $23.5 million of polished marble, handcrafted elegance, and enough square footage to make your apartment cry. But this isn't just another rich guy's house. This is the kingdom of Hakeem, the Dream Olajuwon, the man who turned defense into art, sweat into fortune, and Houston into history. Behind these gates lies not just wealth, but wisdom. Because while most athletes buy mansions, Hakeem built an empire. But let's rewind, shall we? Before the chandeliers, before the Ferraris, before the golf simulator that could make Tiger Woods jealous, there was a barefoot kid in Lagos, Nigeria. He wasn't dunking basketballs back then. He was diving for soccer balls. A goalkeeper, quick, agile, and dead serious about stopping shots. No one, not even Hakeem himself, knew that same footwork would one day destroy NBA defenders and rewrite basketball history. Here's the part that'll blow your mind. Hakeem didn't even pick up a basketball until he was 15. 15! At that age, LeBron was already a national headline, and Hakeem was still learning how to dribble without looking like a baby deer on ice. But destiny had plans. The moment he felt that ball in his hands, it wasn't just a game, it was a calling. He once said, "From the first time I played, I knew this was my life." Fast forward to Houston, 1980s, and suddenly the city had a new rhythm. When Hakeem hit the court, the crowd didn't cheer. They worshipped. They called him the Dream because his moves looked unreal. That silky footwork, straight from those soccer fields in Lagos. And in 1984, the NBA draft that featured Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and John Stockton. Guess who went number 1 overall? Not MJ. Not Sir Charles. It was the quiet giant from Nigeria. Houston didn't just draft a player. They drafted poetry in motion. Hakeem dominated. 2-time NBA champion, league MVP, defensive player of the year, finals MVP, and the first foreign-born player to pull off that grand slam in a single season. The man was a walking masterclass in grace and grit. And when the game was done, when the lights dimmed and the sneakers retired, Hakeem didn't fall into the usual post-career chaos. No reality shows, no bankrupt headlines. Instead, he pivoted smoother than one of his dream shakes, straight into real estate. Because while most players chased fame, Hakeem chased foundations, literally. And that's how this mansion, his River Oaks masterpiece, came to life. A house that whispers legacy, not luxury. A design that says discipline more than decadence. From the gates to the marble floors, every inch of this place feels intentional. So what does a $23.5 million mansion, built by an NBA legend, actually look like inside? Get ready, because the tour we're about to take makes MTV Cribs look like a yard sale. If the River Oaks Palace is the crown jewel, then Hakeem's second Houston estate is the hidden fortress. Think of it as the backup mansion that casually costs $15 million. Because why settle for one masterpiece when you can own the sequel? From the street, it looks calm, stone-clad, confident. The kind of house that doesn't shout wealth, it whispers it with perfect landscaping. Inside, it's elegance on mute. Sunlight gliding over limestone floors. A living room that merges into a bar fit for quiet chess games and celebratory toasts. The kitchen? Outfitted like a Michelin chef's dream lab. Latelier ranges, Gaggenau appliances, and a marble island long enough to host a family reunion. Step out the glass doors and the view unfolds like a movie scene. Infinity blue pool, manicured lawns, and a terrace built for golden hour reflections. Upstairs, the vibe shifts from social to serene, a master suite that feels like a private resort. The walk-in closet could double as a high-end boutique. The marble bathroom makes every shower feel like an event. And the private sitting room says, yes, I'm still humble, but humbly rich. Every inch of this house blends taste with restraint, the rare kind of luxury that doesn't try too hard. And just when you think the man's done collecting dreams in real estate, the camera pans to the garage. Because Hakeem's garages aren't for cars, they're for stories on wheels. Picture this, a 1980 Mercedes-Benz W, 126 SE 280, the car that marked his arrival in the 1980s when the dream was still becoming a legend. Back then, that smooth-handling sedan wasn't just a ride, it was a trophy on four wheels. Fast forward 2 decades, and Hakeem's rolling up in a 2006 Mercedes S-Class. The definition of silent authority. No roaring engine flex, just the calm confidence of a man who knows he's already arrived. And in the modern era, enter the 2018 Mercedes-AMG G63. Boxy, bold, unapologetic. It's the SUV equivalent of a victory lap. Twin-turbo V8, beast mode growl, and the presence of a tank in designer clothes. It's not just a vehicle, it's a vibe. But here's the thing. The cars, the homes, the marble floors, they're not random flexes. They're chapters in a bigger playbook. Hakeem didn't just make his fortune from basketball salaries. Sure, his NBA career earned him about $110 million, but his real wealth came later, from land, timing, and legendary discipline. While others were buying liabilities, he was buying locations. He studied Houston like it was a playbook. Transit hubs, future developments, undervalued corners of the map. Then he struck. Cash only. No loans, no interest. Why? Because as a devout Muslim, he followed Sharia principles. No debt, no banks, pure ownership. When markets crashed, others panicked. Hakeem didn't even blink. He sold when he wanted to, not when the bank told him to. That's not luck. That's strategy. He scooped up 41 acres near NASA's Johnson Space Center, land everyone else ignored, and turned it into a retirement community worth millions. He bought Houston's old Federal Reserve Bank building and transformed it into a mosque. That's right. The man turned money's temple into a house of faith. Then he snapped up the city's former World Trade Center, parking lots, commercial blocks, pieces of Houston itself. Bit by bit, he became the landlord of opportunity. And the best part? He did it quietly. No bragging, no headlines, just chess moves in real estate form. But even legends don't hoard blessings. They redistribute them. Hakeem's philanthropy is as powerful as his post moves. Back in 1995, he founded the Dream Foundation in Jordan, helping youth with education and housing long before giving back was a social media flex. Then came the big man camp. Not your average basketball clinic. Imagine Kobe Bryant, Yao Ming, even LeBron James learning footwork from the original master. Hakeem wasn't just teaching spins and fades. He was teaching philosophy, discipline, respect, purpose. He told players, greatness isn't about points, it's about principles. When Hurricane Harvey tore through Houston in 2017, Hakeem quietly donated $150,000 to relief efforts. No press conference, no grandstanding. Just a man helping his city heal. And even recently, he pledged $4.8 million to upgrade the Toyota Center, the very arena where he built his legacy. Why? To make sure the next generation of Rockets fans would feel the same magic he once created. And then, the project that might define his off-court legacy, Dream Haven, a $9.6 million transformation of a historic Houston mansion into a shelter for homeless teens, complete with housing, counseling, and job training. Opening 2026, a place where the next generation can rebuild their lives under a roof built by someone who once rebuilt his own. That's not charity, that's legacy in motion. Away from the spotlight, his life is grounded. He married Dalia Asafi in 1996, raising 4 children in a home filled with faith, humility, and warmth. His daughter Abisola became a WNBA player. His sons Abdullah and Abdulrahman now represent Jordan in international basketball. The family line? Still hooping, still dreaming. And yet, despite the mansions, the millions, the medals, the man himself remains calm, soft-spoken, and anchored. He prays 5 times a day. He starts mornings in reflection. He still lives by the same values his parents taught him in Lagos: discipline, honesty, faith. Even his business decisions mirror his morals. When every athlete was chasing endorsement deals with overpriced sneakers, Hakeem released affordable shoes so kids who couldn't afford Jordans could still ball with pride. That's class. the kind that doesn't fade when the lights go off. So what defines greatness? Is it the trophies, the marble floors, the empire? Or is it the way a man uses them to build something bigger than himself? For Hakeem Olajuwon, the answer's easy. It's about leaving every place, every court, every community, better than you found it. The boy from Lagos didn't just dream, he architected one. Brick by brick, court by court, choice by choice. And if that doesn't inspire you, check your pulse. You might be running on autopilot. So tell me, if you had $300 million, would you live loud and chase the spotlight? Or build quietly and let your legacy speak for itself? Think about it. And while you do, hit that like button, drop a comment with your dream goal, and subscribe for more stories of icons who turned ambition into architecture. Because sometimes the real magic isn't in the games they played. It's in the lives they built. Hakeem Olajuwon's story isn't just about basketball. It's about evolution. It's about a man who mastered one game, then quietly mastered another. While most athletes spend their post-career years chasing what they used to be, Hakeem spent his building what he'd always dreamed of becoming. He didn't chase fame. Fame chased him, and still couldn't keep up. Think about it. From Lagos dust to NBA glory. From hardwood courts to marble floors. From shot-blocking records to real estate empires. And through it all, no scandals, no bankruptcies, no chaos. Just a man with discipline so sharp, it cut through every excuse life threw his way. When the NBA lights went out, Hakeem didn't fade. He just changed arenas. He took that same footwork, that same patience, and applied it to business, to faith, to family. And maybe that's what makes his mansion feel different from all the others. It isn't built on ego, it's built on intention. Every chandelier, every floor tile, every window that overlooks Houston, it all says one thing. This is what discipline looks like when it pays off. And maybe that's the real lesson here. Success isn't loud, it's quiet. It's the marble that doesn't need polish, the wealth that doesn't need applause, the dream that keeps growing, even when no one's watching. Because the truth is, the dream was never just about basketball. It was about belief. Belief that your past doesn't define you, your habits do. That the game ends, but the grind doesn't. That you can go from guarding soccer nets in Lagos to owning architectural masterpieces in Texas, if you guard your mindset the same way. So maybe the next time you see a mansion like this, don't just see marble and chandeliers. See the work, see the waiting, see the wisdom. Because behind every gate, every brick, every quiet success story, there's someone who just kept going long after the crowd stopped cheering. And Hakeem, he's living proof that dreams don't die. They just evolve. So here's the real question. What's your dream made of? Is it comfort or creation? Is it applause or legacy? Because Hakeem showed us the answer. You don't chase success, you build it. Brick by brick, step by step, prayer by prayer. And if you're still watching right now, chances are you've got that same hunger somewhere in you too. So go chase your version of the dream, but do it with purpose, do it with patience, and do it with the kind of discipline that makes even marble floors jealous. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Hakeem Olajuwon, the man, the myth, the mogul, go ahead and hit that like button, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway, and subscribe for more stories of icons who didn't just live big, they lived brilliant. Because at the end of the day, greatness isn't about how loud you make your name, it's about how long your legacy echoes after you're gone. Every legend begins with a dream,